is absolutely perfect. There is nothing wrong with what you've done there.
It's absolutely fine, and then we work on canvas. So that's a big difference.
Thanks, miss. Right, okay.
Well done, Jenny, for a good catch.
Schools are potentially a fantastic research laboratory. Every day you've got hundreds and hundreds of students trying out different ways of doing things, and the Lead Practitioner programme encourages people to actually evaluate that research, to think about it, to organise it, to work together, to work with people from other schools. And again, it's about becoming slightly more professional, and that's exciting.
I think that's a really important thing for the Lead Practitioner programme, is the fact that when staff join it, they go on their own journey and they push the boundaries really, because it's something that they want to do.
The Lead Practitioner assessment really encourages teachers to look at what they're doing, how they're doing it, why they're doing it, what the impact upon students at the end of the day is, and then to actually reflect on and say how can they assess that impact and how can they evidence that impact.
I think it's a really useful framework, not just to guide the Lead Practitioner through that journey, but also to really challenge them to be the very best they can possibly be all of the time.
The Lead Practitioners have such an integral role in terms of school improvement. I really don't know how we would have got such fantastic teaching and learning outcomes without them. Their role as coaches to improving teachers has been absolutely crucial in raising the standard of good and outstanding teaching at the Academy. We started off somewhere in the 50s in terms of good or outstanding percentage-wise, and by the end of our first year we were 96% good or better teaching and 40% outstanding, and they had such a crucial role in that.
If you structure it into being an integral part of the development of teaching and learning, and for really building those relationships with colleagues and students, then it can be really, really powerful.
It gives teachers a space where they can be developing themselves and thinking about the ways in which they can improve as professionals.
We're going to now sub this into here. For me, as a lead practitioner, I feel as much as I've helped staff progress to their goals and become better practitioners, I feel for me, I've become a better practitioner as well. Being able to look into research and being able to see other teachers in their classes, observing them and giving them hints, tips and coaching techniques, I feel I've became a lot better.
You've got a bigger base of support so you can move, all right? I've learned so much about myself and my pedagogy, and it constantly keeps you on your toes to look and strive to be even better and look at different concepts and models and things that are out there to try and take into your lessons.
I think as well there's so much negative press in the media all the time about teaching as a profession, and I feel that the Lead Practitioner accreditation really gives you a sense of validity as a teacher and really clarifies for me that why I've done this profession and why I enjoy it so much.
For me, it was an inspiring idea to get involved in. I'm a support staff member, and I think for our school that was a slightly different concept for us. So it was learning how to encompass the support staff members into learning development and having an impact across the school and in teaching and learning.
One of our lead practitioners went on to become an AP and is now a vice principal of one of the new academies and is setting that up from scratch. One of the lead practitioners has now taken on another leadership role, and several of them are on their journey to becoming leaders in education. So it's really fantastic preparation for that.
It gives you almost another way of progressing in the profession and another way of feeling proud of what you do and being recognised for what you do.
We embarked on a Lead Practitioner programme about 3 years ago because we wanted to recognise the excellent practice that was happening in our classrooms delivered by our teachers, and we wanted to do that using a framework which allowed our staff to gain national recognition, not just the recognition that we were giving them within their academies and across the trust. And it allowed us to capture that good practice and to share it with other staff.
This just opens your mind and gives me that growth mindset that I need to always improve my practice, because there is no perfect teacher and there is always ways to improve.
I was lucky enough to have a colleague at the Academy who was a big fan of the programme and had registered with the SSAT and suggested that the Lead Practitioner programme might be a good area to look into. And I can honestly say it's been the most rewarding part of my career up until this point.